Bashim Yasha.
That's the definition behind let's make America great again. Man.
Yes.
Okay? America ain't great in the so-called in the eyes of the so-called white man because the black man has a voice now.
Yeah.
He's able to say what the black man, the Latino man, and the Native American man can actually say that shit ain't right. He got his camera out. He filming everything. He on social media. All right. That's pissing Esau off right now, man. All right. Esau is used to when Jake come down the street and he's walking down the street, one Edomite versus 12 people on this side. Esau's supposed to be able to hold his head high and walk past all 12 of them while they had their head down. Esau can't walk down the street no more. He don't like that. All right, he ready. And this is why he wants to make America great again, man. He wants to make sure that the so-called black man, Native American, and Latino man know their place.
Yeah.
All right, but the scriptures is prescribing that's exactly what's going to happen, man. If you don't come back to your power, man. All right, if you ain't down with your how about Shem Shai, you're gonna be another one of those dunghills, man.
That's right.
All right.
Piece of crap.
But what will you do in the day of visitation?
What will the so-called white man do on the day of his visitation? All right, the scriptures say that he's gonna tuck tail, man. He's gonna turn into a woman.
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be literally grown ass bodybuilding buff men out here yelping, crying, and screaming like they having a baby out here. When they see Yahweh Shai coming down as a giant black man with a great woolly beard, man. Full of hatred and indignation for these heathen nations.
That's right.
And 2/3 of our people.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And in the desolation which shall come from far, to whom will you flee for help?
That's right. Who can you run away from when Yahweh Shai comes, man? That's like you being trapped in a cubicle, man. With no exit routes, man. You just steady running into the wall, man. You can't escape your Al Shai, man. Go ahead.
To whom will you flee for help? And where will you leave your glory?
That's right. Where will you leave your glory, man? You can't leave. What is the glory of Esau, man? Babylon. You can't flee. There ain't nowhere you can go when these nuclear missiles hit. When Yahweh Shemal Shai comes back down to manifest himself, man.
Snatch that ass at the bunkers too.
He's gonna get you in the bunkers. He's gonna get you out of space. All right. For those of these nations that ain't engulfed in the whirlwind, meaning the nuclear fire, man. Okay, it's gonna be captivity for you, man.
Yeah, I got some. This is Isaiah 47 and 7. And thou sayest, thou shalt be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the later end of it.
That's right. What is that talking about? That's talking about Babylon, man. Babylon is the kingdom that's well, first chief and foremost is the virgin daughter of Babylon, man. Because why? Because it ain't never been touched.
That's right.
Concerning warfare, concerning war, man. The only I mean pertaining to warfare, the closest thing that America has come to is what happened out there in San Francisco. Pertaining to Japan dropping the bombs over there at the naval base in San Francisco. All right, but that was so minute to what they did to Japan as a whole, man, during the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man.
Yeah.
And then you got that encounter in 9/11, but that was an inside job. Meanwhile, America been all over the place concerning war, man.
That's right, brother.
All right, so as far as warfare, This is how the government feels, man. We're untouched.
That's right.
We're gonna continue to be that delicate lady, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
That's right. And again, this is how the so-called white man feels. Not only the so-called white man, but 2/3 and the other heathen nations. This is how they feel in America, man. This is how they feel here. All right. This is the place. This is the land of milk and honey. All right, which we already know is completely far out pertaining to the scriptures. The scriptures, the land of milk and honey is what the Lord prescribed, man. So if this is the land of milk and honey, something totally wrong. But go ahead, start that again.
Verse 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart.
What are those pleasures that the people here give into? All right, anything that heart desires, man. Which is outside the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got people walking around here being homosexual. Okay, you got people out here being idolaters, meaning they into every philosophy, every doctrine, every god, every religion. All right, you got people out here into all type of just madness, man. Go ahead.
That sayest in thine heart, I am.
That say in their heart they are, man. They feel like they God. Okay? And that's for them people out there that's talking about Ahaya Shaya, man. All right? When you say Ahaya, you saying I am God, man.
Yep.
Okay, you got people out here believing that the name is Ahaya. Man. The name is not Ahaya. The name is Yahweh. He is. Because when you say Ahaya, you're saying I am. Now you're saying you are God. All right? And that's on another note. But again, this is also talking about men talking about them they wanting to be gods themselves, man. Pertaining chiefly to Esau, man. Pertaining to those decrees, all right, his statutes, his laws, pertaining to how he wants to govern and surveillance the world, pertaining to how he wants you to come to him for all the answers. Go ahead.
And none else besides me.
And none else besides him. All right. The nations, the heathen nations, and 2/3 of Israel all came together as a coalition to bring down the children of the elect on this side. All right. But Esau feels like there's none beside him, and that's another chief reason why the heathen nations are mad, man, because they all took a part in bringing us down, and they all want their portion. Okay. The portion of the land, going back into what we had said earlier pertaining to how the Middle Eastern man became the so-called Arab, man. How did the so-called Arab become the Middle Eastern? Again, during the 600s, when the 600 AD, man, it was a decree that during that Muslim. When the Muslims became that's during the 600s. That's when Islam became a religion. Right? All right. So around that time, the Vatican had told them that was their land. Also pertaining to the Balfour Agreement. Right? Y'all get to have this land. That was a part of the treaty that these nations had came with, man.
The Sykes-Picot Agreement.
Some of those nations was going to take our land. Yeah. Some of those nations was going to take us for slaves.
Yep.
All right. So with all that going on, the nations didn't know that Esau had a hidden agenda.
That's right.
To become the elite of the world, man. All right. That's not that. This is another reason outside of the reason of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is another reason why the nations are mad, because they're not getting their portion, man. All right. Whatever portion that the so-called white man does give them, he reneges. All right. This is why, and this is on the low level pertaining to Gad, man.
That's right.
Out there in Utah. Utah going through the Gadites in Utah, the Native Americans in Utah, they having a issue with Esau right now because they on those reservations out there in Utah, and what he's doing is saying he's going to need more of the Native American land back so that he can do some oil digging. So he reneging again on the Native American, man. And I hope that fulfills the prophecy of Gad raising up, man. I hope that finally gets Gad on his toes, man. But we shall see. Right?
Verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day.
Mm-hmm.
The loss of children and widowhood.
That's right. The loss of children and widowhood shall come to you in one day. How? Pertaining to these nuclear missiles, man. Okay? The whole nation of Esau is going to be put in total subjection or desolated, man, in one day, pertaining to these scriptures. Go ahead.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the
in their perfection, man. What is the perfection? The perfection is the new world order. That is the pinnacle of Esau's perfection. All right? Because what's left after what he's done? What's left after what the so-called white man has done throughout history, man? He's conquered the world. He's polluted the world. He's put the kings and princes and priests in total subjection. All right? He's proclaimed himself as the Most High. What's left? What's left for him to do? Everything that the scriptures have already prescribed, he's already done. Besides the final touches, and that's the new world order, man. That's the pinnacle of his perfection. Go ahead.
For the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
But the scriptures always say right before he completes his perfection is when his ultimate demise is gonna come, man. So he's never gonna fulfill the new world order. Okay? He's never gonna get the whole world chipped up.
Yeah. If I can say this from Sydney, Australia, I believe they starting to chipping now.
Yep.
And a lot of those people are embracing that what's it called a superhuman. So like you said, it may sound like sci-fi, but hundreds of Australians are turning themselves into superhumans who can unlock doors, turn on lights, and log into computers with the wave of the hand. We have, man, look, man.
At the end, man.
You know, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, and what this brother's going into, you know, it's tying up to everything when you got the elites going on, superhumans, all the stuff going on right now. I remember Apostle Ramlab had brought this scripture out one time during a live show. And when he had brought this out, he was going into how the elites on the left-hand side literally use powers from the left-hand side. You know, you got angels from the left-hand side that come down and tell them certain things to do. They call them the gods. You know, you got certain movies that even go into stuff like that. That's where it was going into the divinations that they do, the enchantments. You know, they conjure up demons, and these demons tell them certain things to do just to keep things rolling so this war will hit. You know, just wanted to go into that.
Verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me.
Hey, that's a good point that what the brother was bringing out. I believe it's a program. I forgot the name of the program, but basically what they do is, all right, when you go back into Aleister Crowley, okay, what he was doing was, the reason why they do a lot of those bomb testings is to try to open gateways, man, to other worlds, man, to demonic worlds. Now I don't know how serious the thing is, but that's a part of his secret things, man, of what he's got going on. Me personally, I believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, so all that other stuff I really don't get too far into. That's a part of his magic and what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Doc.
Verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee.
That's right.
Thou shalt not be able to put it off.
That's right. And this is concerning the things that he does concerning war, man. Okay, or everything that the so-called white man does in secret, or the things that he does at a mischief, man, that's gonna shortly come upon him, man. Okay, for on a low level concerning martial law. Okay, he's doing it to police, to put the world in a military state, man. All right, in a way where he can police the world on a better level, man. All right, but when martial law hits, all right, the people on this side are gonna go crazy. For one instance, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, nobody's really ever seen how ferocious that these people could actually get, because they've always been a passive people. All right, because that's the way that's the spirit that the Lord put on them in this captivity. Okay? All right, but the scriptures say that in Revelations that these people are going to turn into locusts, man. Spiritually, not you ain't gonna see people actually turning into locusts. It's a spiritual thing. What do locusts do? All right, first, how are locusts formed? All right, you got grasshoppers that come together. All right, they come together and become in sync, and then their colors change, and then they turn into locusts. And what's the first thing that locusts do when they group? They go and tear the field up. They go and tear up your crops, tear up all your not your livestock, but pertaining to the spiritual.
Yeah.
This is what these people are going to do. Man. They're gonna go through the city like locusts and tear this place down. All right, again, like we said last time, what's the first thing to go during chaos? Everything.